Meanwhile, France's top health advisory body has now recommended delaying the second COVID shots to 6 weeks after the first jab. The health body has recommended to double the time between people getting the first and the second COVID-19 vaccine to 6 weeks from 3 in order to increase the number of people who can actually get inoculated with their first shot. The gap between the first and the second vaccine shot in France ideally was recommended should be about 3 weeks. Now, the health agency has said that the spacing out will allow to get the treatment of at least about 700,000 more people in the first month. In a statement, the French health body has said that the growing number of infections and also the worrying arrival of new variants of the coronavirus and also calls for an acceleration of the vaccination campaign. The World Health Organization said early this month that people should get 2 doses of the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine within the first 21 to 28 days. Many countries are considering ways to stretch their vaccination campaign due to scarce supplies of COVID-19 vaccines. Meanwhile, Pfizer and BioNTech have warned that they have no evidence whether their vaccine will continue to be protective if the second dose is given 21 days after the first one. Meanwhile, India has completed its first week of the vaccination against COVID-19. In 7 days, believe it or not, nearly about 1.4 million doses have already been administered. That's nearly about 200,000 shots of the coronavirus vaccines per day. The nationwide dry runs and also the delivery operations have proven to be pretty successful because no other nation has been able to administer as many doses in its first week of the vaccine rollout. Now, take a look at this comparison on your screens. It shows the number of shots having been given in the first week of a country's vaccination campaign. The United States administered about 500 million. The European Union administered about 0.39 million. That's 390,000. Now, Israel, which has been hailed as a bit of a gold standard in terms of inoculation, rather it calls itself the gold standard in terms of inoculation, has administered just about 0.26 million doses in the first week, although its population is also fairly less. Now, the United Kingdom, despite approving 2 vaccines, could administer only about 130,000 doses of the vaccines. Now, contrast that with India's vaccination drive, where it has clocked over 1.39 million, that's about 13 lakh vaccines having been delivered in a span of just about 6 days since the rollout of the vaccine. Now, India ranks 3rd behind the United Kingdom and the United States, but remember, both these countries have kicked off their vaccination drive more than a month back. The Indian government is hoping to vaccinate at least about 300 million people by the month of August this year. This would mean administering more than 1 million doses every single day. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.